comments coming into us. We're all massive Rocky fans here and Off the Ball. I mean, we can attest to that because Ivan Drago is just over my right shoulder there. So, the latest film in the Rocky universe, Creed. Creed 2 is in cinemas nationwide today. Our producer, Tommy Rooney, limped his way over to London during the week for the premiere. He got talking to some of the stars of that new movie. Ivan Drago, the villain, of course, from Rocky 4, makes a sensational return to the screens in Creed 2. This time his son, Viktor, also a boxer, is with him. So here's how Tommy got on with Drago's Dolph Lundgren and Florian Munteanu.
Hi lads.
Hey.
I work for a sports show in Dublin. Okay. And Dolph, I just wanted to show you this photo. It's a figurine of Ivan Drago.
Oh yeah,
that we've had on set since we launched our new studio.
All right.
So I just wanted to ask you,
Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, what's it been like? What's it been like living with the legacy of Ivan Drago?
Well, it's been mostly good because I think you know, in the beginning, of course, everybody hated the guy, but there was something kind of mythical and kind of Greek god about the way Stallone shot me and the way the character came across as sort of a super athlete, that people couldn't help being impressed by him even though they didn't like him. But over the years it's sort of softened a bit and people are more nostalgic about the picture and they got to know me better. That there's another guy, Dolph Lundgren, is not necessarily Ivan Drago, he's a different person. But I mean, the screen is extremely powerful and I think it really took a film like Creed 2. And for me to play this older, kind of worn out, you know, pained, suffering guy who you feel sorry for, who's trying to get his revenge through this guy over here, to sort of, I think for me to sort of make amends and move on past the Drago thing.
There was a line, and Florian, you tweeted or you Instagrammed it recently enough. This kid was raised in hate. Yeah. As the line that stands out in the film. Do you guys believe, or Dolph, could I ask you first, do you believe that sculpting a fighter in hate is an important thing? Did you find that at all? Because you boys both have experience in...
You're talking about well, in real life, you don't have to hate the person. If you get in the ring, if it's sports, you're better off not hating them because you have to be clever. It's like a chess game, like you said before. And when you're fighting somebody, if you hate them, then you're not going to, your head's not going to be clear enough to make smart decisions and feints, and you're just going to go in there and wail and try to take him out. But if the guy is smarter than you, if he's Muhammad Ali, and you're in there like George Foreman trying to knock his head off, then you may be the one who ends up on the floor. You know, hate. I mean, in war is a fight. You learn to hate your enemy. But hate's a very negative emotion to me. I don't like that word, you know. I think in Creed 2, it's not about hate, it's about me getting what's mine, what was taken from me. I don't hate Rocky, I don't really hate Russia. He doesn't hate me, but there's a lot of conflict, you know. I don't know, what do you think?
Can I just jump in, Florian?
Yeah, go ahead, take it.
How did you find training for this film? So you're obviously a professional athlete, you're a big man, you have to lose a bit of weight. How did you find it?
It was tough. I thought, you know, in the beginning I thought it would be a piece of cake for me because, like you said, I'm used to train a lot and I used to train hard. But in order to lose weight, you know, the diet was very strict. I had to add more hours per day to my training. And on top of that, you know, is the acting. And, you know, we had to play those characters with so many emotions that it was not only physically exhausting but also mentally exhausting. Okay. So the two things combined, the acting and, you know, the physical stuff, I think that was the tough process. So it was tougher than I thought.
Okay, I have two really quick questions.
Sure, man.
The progression of fight scenes from when you were fighting in Rocky 4 to Creed 2, what has changed? What's the most significant change?
Okay, I'll be quick. I think the most significant change for me is that it's more realistic now. It's more like a real boxing match where there's not too over the top, 4 punches to the face, you go flying out across the ring and you get up and there's just like not a mark and you're feeling okay. Okay. You know, where, and there was a lot of stuff in Rocky 4 that was not allowed, that wouldn't be allowed in a real boxing match.
You hospitalized Sylvester back then?
Well, I did, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
How did that happen?
Forget about that. That happened because Stallone wanted me to hit him in the body really hard, and I guess he was exhausted and he just got beat up, you know? Okay. Shit happens, but that's my the big change for me would be that. What do you think? The big difference is that this fight to me is a more realistic, boxing match than our fight was.
For sure.
Very last one, it's an Irish related one.
Yeah.
You guys don't say an awful lot in the film, but when you do, it's worth it. That line, "You're much smaller than your father," really jumps out. It's a real jibe. Did anyone stick out to you at all? Conor McGregor, anyone like that? Did you watch any of their press conference or something like that?
Conor?
You know Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
With his style at all? Would that work for you pre-fight, something like that?
Well, Conor is like that, okay? So I don't think he plays it. I'm not that guy. I'm not like a trash talker. So I would be fake if I would do it, but I enjoy watching his press conference. He's like a comedian up there, like dissing all the people.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I don't go that way, but I think you got to show respect for your opponent and respect for yourself. In the long run, you get further that way. I mean,
but I think
I'm sure he'll find out too. And he's still a young man, and I'm sure at some point he'll catch up with him too.
Yeah, I don't know if I mean, we know the McGregors are watching generally, so yeah, that is the Dragos there, and that was Tommy in conversation with Florian Munteanu and Dolph Lundgren as well, and Creed 2. We're going to have another piece for that coming up with the director Stephen Cable's Jr. Hot Hollywood property. We understand that's coming your way before 9 this morning, and Creed 2 released in cinemas nationwide today already. We're told he's got his ticket for it. Alan Quinlan, you're a big Creed man.
I'm looking forward to watching it, yeah.
Are you into Creed, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah?